Hello, Michael Stack here with Amax. So it's December 21st, and the song originally written by John Lennon and Yoko Ono in 1971 says, "So this is Christmas, and what have you done? Another year over and a new one just begun." So as we're all celebrating our holidays this time of year in our own unique ways, we come towards the end of the year in what is really a natural time of reflection. What have you done? What have you done to impact the lives of injured workers and their families? What have you done for your company? What have you done for your career? And what have you done for our industry as a whole? I think when we start to look back at these things and we have these conversations, we tend to go right towards the negative. Well, if I would have done this in my career, if I would have executed on that project the way that I wanted to, I would be, and that story goes on and on and on. And if you look at this from an industry standpoint, the only real stories that get the big headlines are the negative stories. And while I appreciate what ProPublica has done for our industry this year, I really do, because I think it brings a light to what we can do better, to how we can push ourselves, to how we can up our game as an industry to ensure that those outcomes never happen, even once. But to imply that that's all our industry is all about, I'm just not buying that. I'm just not buying it. Because I know that there's thousands of individuals doing high integrity work, creating positive outcomes for thousands of injured workers on a day-to-day basis. And if we're not telling that positive story will never be told. So what I'd love for you to do, and I'd love to do this even just for yourself, is to think about what you have done positively, to think about that impact that you've made on those individuals that have been injured and the lives of their families. If you're an adjuster and you've made your 3-point contacts within 24 hours on every one of your claims, the positive impact of that is incredible because it starts that claim off on the right foot. Or you're a nurse case manager and you're working with individuals one-on-one, helping them to understand that medical and helping them to heal and recover. Or you're a risk manager, or you're a broker, or you're a carrier. Everyone that's involved in our industry, the positive outcomes that we're creating on a day-to-day basis are really incredible. So I'd love for you to recognize what you've done, even just for yourself. And if you're comfortable sharing that, even if it's just a really small thing, something like, I had an initial conversation with my boss that we need to start to improve our work comp. And that may have been a difficult conversation just to muster up the energy to even have that conversation. That can be a huge success because success builds on success. And only focusing on the negative will never get us to the positive outcomes that we want to accomplish. So if you feel like sharing those, I'd love for you to leave a comment below this blog. And if you don't want to leave it publicly, just send me an email. I'd love to compile these positive stories and tell the real story of our industry because I believe that it's an incredible story. So as we wrap up 2015, this is my last video message really of the year. I do want to wish you and your family a very, very happy holiday and a very, very happy New Year.